Okay, so I just recorded a Machines of War quest, and I decided that I don't want to do this another day, and that I just want to do this right away. So I'm going to do Rakis Crossing right away. For those, not Rakis Crossing actually, I'm going to do Siegebreaker in this video. And for those of you who haven't watched the previous video on our Machines of War quest, I I obtained the gear that I'm going to hover over in a moment, actually right now, for 4.2 mil gold. And this is the same gear that I bought in my auction house episode. And in this episode, I kind of go over what type of stats you should be looking for each gear, and what kind of defensive stats you should be looking for each gear, and which gears are actually dedicated to defensive and offensive stats. So just as a bit of a summary, we have 36.5 crit, 300 physical resist, 41k DPS, 2 to 1 dex to vit ratio, and 29k HP. So in this video, we're kind of starting off with 3 stacks. That's because I'm pretty much continuing where I left off in my last video. So here's Azmodan, and we're going to do Siegebreaker right now. So I think Siegebreaker's AI is fairly straightforward, but yeah, I think it's fairly straightforward, so we can probably fit this guy in this video. So that's exactly what I'm going to try to do. And we start off with an elite, so that's pretty sweet. We have our Frenzy Shrine that we just got, and we have an elite kill, hopefully. This guy's... whoa, this guy's... Wait. I didn't even see these properties. So this guy's Shielding, Mortar, Waller, Jailer. Okay, so last video I gave a little bit of advice on how to deal with mortars. And in this case, you kind of want to be very sparing on your discipline. And I'm going to take this straight to the field. Whoa. So you kind of want to watch out for the jailers. And you want to save your smoke screens just for jails. So the strategy here is to kind of keep your distance as far as possible, because then they're not going to jail you, right? And if they're not going to jail you, that means you're able to save some discipline. So that's the strategy, and we're going to try to go with that. So he's going to follow us and try to mortar us, but notice his mortar AI is kind of dumb.
Need more time.
So that's I guess we can't really change much about that. And we can kind of just pick away at his health slowly. To dodge his fireballs, you just kind of move back and forth. And to dodge mortars, all you have to do is just kind of kite in a circle direction and he'll never hit you. Unfortunately, this guy melee'd us because I didn't expect the jail, so I kind of got owned there. So that's 2 deaths already on this guy, which is kind of bad. I will not die another time, I promise that, because I'm kind of angry at these guys. So we'll see how things go. Alright, stop hitting me. So that's what you want to do to avoid mortars. You just keep running.
Not enough discipline.
And of course, when I say running, just running in a circle, right? You don't want to run back, or you don't want to run forward, because their AI is actually smart enough to figure out whether you're running backwards or forwards, and they're just going to shoot the mortar ahead of you. So we have another elite kill here. We started off the video with an elite kill. We kind of died. We got caught off guard with the jails, but that's okay. It is what it is. I'm just going to continue this video anyways. I'm going to accept these deaths. And we have another elite, so sweet. This is pretty good. These dog guys, what are they? Fallen Hellhounds. So they're very easy, but some of them are faster than you. And you want to be very careful when they're faster than you. Mostly because they catch up to you, of course. And for this reason, you want to use Shadow Power, right? And because I ran out of discipline, you guys saw it right there. That's why I'm using Entangling Shot. If you used any other skills like elemental arrow, not elemental arrow, like ball
My
lightning
hatred is too
or
low.
hungering arrow, then this guy would catch up to you and you would actually be using a lot more discipline than we just use right now. So that's exactly why we want our primary and our secondary to be slows as opposed to just damage dealers. It's not always all about damage. Utility skills are really important. So here's the third guy. We kind of baited out two of them. And we got the third guy here on us, so I expect this guy to be fairly straightforward. Just some basic kiting will finish him off. So we got our 5 stacks, so we can do our typical 5-stack siege breaker, just continuing off from our Machines of War quest here. So sweet, we got an Archon crown. I'm very happy about that. I want to make money doing this too, so let's see if we can make some gold. Oh man, this sucks. Sucks. One thing that sells for a lot of gold is Gold Find plus Socket, or Gold Find plus Pickup Radius. So if you ever find that combination, man, it's worth a lot. I found a belt for 22% Gold Find and some Pickup Radius, and that was worth 2 mil gold. So that's pretty insane when you think about it. Stupid botters are just buying gears, but I don't care, man. Bot all you want. That's free money for me as well with the stupid gold find. So just a tip: do not ignore gold find gear if it sucks, because botters like that stuff, and that's kind of a bad tip, but it'll help you make money. So anyways, moving on here, we killed 2 elites so far. Hopefully we'll find a third. It would be very nice. But we're already on. Whoa! So we're in a kind of tight situation
I'm
here.
still waiting.
Okay, so that was really dumb of me. I don't know why I did that, but I kind of stayed in a corner, and I got myself surrounded there. So that's really too bad. Fortunately for us, we didn't die too far away from the spawn, so that was kind of a dumb mistake on our part. Of course, if you're stuck like that, you kind of want to carve your way out using either smokescreen or shadow power. However, our DPS wasn't high enough to do that, so we kind of had to die there. So be careful in the stair area, just because things spawn at you. And you saw a ton of stuff come down the stairs as well. So don't leave this area behind you mobbed when you're trying to clear the stair area. That's pretty much all the advice I had to give based on my death here, so that at least we can make it a learning experience as opposed to just, oh, I died, let's restart the video. That's kind of lame, so let's just take it for what it is and move on. Alright, so I'm hoping to hit another elite. I know that this area has 3 areas that are guaranteed elites. And I'm going to show you guys where those areas are, just to include in your farming runs. I definitely recommend this area for farming, just because of that fact that there's possibly 3 guaranteed elites if you're lucky. So I'll point them out when I get there, but I'm not there yet, so I have to clear some mobs. If you're farming, you might want to skip these guys, depending on how good you are at kiting and avoiding damage. I typically skip mobs, but it's a little different when you're better geared, so we're not as geared as we kind of need to comfortably run through these mobs, so I'm just going to kill them. Oh, actually we hit an elite. I barely noticed because I think this guy kind of sucks, but he's a reflect, extra health, electrified. So the main thing we kind of have to deal with here is the reflect damage. I'm not going to go down the stairs just because I don't want to kite him all the way across the map and then end up having to run back. It's kind of a pain, so I'm just going to deal with the little space that we have. It's also a good practice session, I guess. Whoa, okay, so I got sniped by that Frozen, so that was really stupid of me. I should have just not been stubborn and used my space that I had, but that's okay. I guess we'll just walk through this area and clear it up. So that was a bad move on my part. I should have just went down the stairs and continued kiting him, but that was, I don't know. It wasn't one of my brightest moves this video, I'll tell you that. However, for sure this time we're going to kill him fairly easily. We died once, unfortunately, but we won't get caught off by the Frozen again. Caught off guard, that is. I was mostly focusing on kiting in the forward direction as opposed to backwards. Sorry, I'm losing my voice here. But if you kite him in the backwards direction, you should be pretty fine. Actually, I'm going to do the same thing I did before, and I'll just kite him in the forward direction, just because I don't want to walk that much. So hopefully I learned from my mistake and I avoid the Frozen. So if you look at my previous stats, we can see it as a learning experience. So you can look at the radius of Frozen. It's pretty big, so this thing will about be this sized. So I didn't have enough time to show the size exactly of the Frozen radius, but that's okay. We killed this guy. We're at 5 stacks still, so that's pretty sweet. Unfortunately, we didn't get any good weapons. We got just bad stuff, so that's okay. So that guy was a Reflect, and for Reflects you typically just want to let yourself go down to about half health, and then you pop a Shadow Power and you kind of get full health back again. And once your Shadow Power runs out, you also want to leave yourself back to half health, and after that you kind of want a Shadow Power again, and that's going to maximize the amount of time that you kind of stay alive and that you have with your discipline bar. So this is one of our this is one of our guaranteed elites. You actually talk to this guy, and he's either here or here. It depends on the map's random number generation, so notice that these terrains look the same, and this is a guaranteed elite, so you can always get this event and get this elite, and it's the bird guys that are going to spawn up here. So Nightmarish, Illusionist, Frozen, so Desecrate. So this guy is very kiteable. I'm just going to try to avoid some damage here. Hopefully lure him to the open area. There we go. And once we're in the open area, this is pretty much our turf, because it's clear and you can pretty much stay in the middle. Whoa, I dodged the Frozen there, so I guess you can't stay in the middle. So that's the radius on Frozen. So this guy's almost dead actually, so our DPS 41k kind of lets us comfortably kill this guy. It took like 30 seconds or so, so he's definitely doable. He's actually more than doable. He should be pretty fine for most people, I think. I'm not going to turn in this quest. I'm too lazy. There's too much walking, and it's probably only like an 800 gold or something reward, so I would much rather skip that quest and just kind of move on with this and continue killing some elites. So let's see if we find any other elites. You don't want to get hit by that guy. I'm kind of playing a little dangerous. I'm too used to having slightly better survivability on a different set of gears, so hopefully we can adjust a little bit better than I have been in this video. I kind of died 3 times so far, I believe. Yeah, I died. I remember 3 deaths, so I don't know. Anyway, so moving on here, we're fairly close to Siegebreaker. I definitely have some tips on how to deal with Siegebreaker because he's now Reflect, so dealing with Siegebreaker is more like managing your mana. Of course you could just take the cheap shot and just use cluster bombs and cluster bombs and shadow power. However, I'm on 5 stacks, and I don't know about you guys, but I kind of want this 5-stack loot, so I would rather even die if I have to kill Siegebreaker, and I don't think I'll die, but we'll see. Hopefully I don't eat my words later, so... Nah, but I want this loot, so I'm going to do it without changing my skill build, since we're on 5 stacks already. And sweet, we got a protection shrine, so that's pretty good. Nothing will definitely one-shot you, but I don't want to try it, just because it's a little risky. So I'll just kind of assume that nothing is going to one-shot us with a protection shrine. I mean, 25% is a lot, so... we're also approaching an area that has another guaranteed elite, so I'm going to point out that area for you guys. Some people already know, the people who are already farming Siegebreaker, but I'll just point it out, no harm done. This guy keeps spawning the little things, he's really annoying, so you want to kind of make him a priority in killing, just because you're going to be dealing with endless waves. Yeah, here they come, even more waves of this guy, so... Alright, so actually this is, damn, this is Spearman. Okay, so this is another area where you have a guaranteed elite. However, it's kind of like 50%ish, either it's there or it's not there. And you will know it's there right away when this door opens by itself and it has a guy crawling out of the door. However, this time, there's no guy crawling out of the door, so that means this area is just going to have a merchant. So I'm going to show you there's the merchant there, and that's pretty much it. I'm going to open this chest, achievement. Alright, moving on here. Let's see, we haven't hit an elite in 3 minutes, so I would like to hit an elite sometime soon, just to kind of show you guys that you can get a fairly good ratio from like elite to number of minutes that you kind of end up playing. So of course, if you skip mobs, you're going to encounter elites a lot quicker, but that means you're going to have to be very good at dealing with hectic situations, so situations where you're typically like really mobbed. It's a very useful skill to have because later on, if you have really good DPS, I would argue that with the same defensive capabilities, just 300 resist all and maybe more HP, like 40k, as well as 3.5k armor, you're able to pretty much run through these mobs and ignore them all. So that's kind of what I do on my main Demon Hunter, so maybe that's a video that I'll show later on how to do it with higher budget gear. But for now we're just going to kill Siegebreaker, so I guess I'll include Siegebreaker as part of this video. Yeah, I think I'll include it as part of the video. If people want to watch the Siegebreaker kill only, they'll just skip to the end and just see the kill. So I'll include Siegebreaker in this video. His AI again is fairly straightforward, but we'll see how it works out. Hopefully it works out in our favor. Well, why wouldn't I want that? And this is the third, oh crap, there's just a little crap. Okay, so this is the third place where there's a guaranteed elite, and it's this place here. So I'm actually going to go in here and kill the elite. If the video ends up being longer, I'm going to link all of the elite kills at the beginning of the video, so that's okay. And we get this guy and he's molten, so you kind of there's a very simple strategy for this guy, and that strategy is just you strafe back and forth. The only thing that's making this a little bit tricky is the fact that he teleports to us, and oh wow, he vortexes us too. So okay, so I'm going to get out of here just because I have no discipline, so I'm going to wait this out a little. I'll save my discipline for... I'll just clear this area first, and then hopefully we have another prep So it's okay to run from an elite just to get a little bit more mana. That's perfectly fine. If you're if you have gear like this, you're just looking to make like 10 mil or so to improve your gear, right? You're not really looking for like fast, efficient farming that's like one elite kill per minute. That's too much and it's not necessary. So I saved a little bit of mana here just because I want to deal with these guys a little bit more comfortably. I used a pot here and a shadow. Oh damn, so he kind of sniped us there, and wow, our gear is almost broken. But however, we kind of found a weapon that should be worth a mil or two in our previous videos, so we're definitely fine when it comes to being able to afford our repairs. So definitely no issue there. One thing you want to keep up, of course, is your shadow power. Just because these spearmen, there's so many of them.
Need more time.
Okay, so we got out of that situation. That was really close. However, that's perfectly fine. We have one shadow power. Hopefully I can kill this guy. Oh. Okay, so we almost killed this guy. This is our second death on this elite. But this time we're going to kill him just because there's only one of them left. Oh, unless it explodes on us, but it's not, so... this guy is definitely kiteable when he's alone. Big part of this is the vortex. That's kind of annoying. However, remember, in dealing with vortex, you just kind of have to smokescreen in mid-air. Or if you're in smokescreen, you saw that animation there. When he raises his hand a little, that's your cue that he's going to vortex you. That's kind of when you want to smoke screen as well.
Not enough
so
hatred.
definitely pay attention to that hand rising there, because that's when he's going to vortex you. So going to 10 discipline. Hopefully I have see his hand rose there, and he failed to vortex
Not
us.
ready yet.
Well, what? So there's this bug where actually, let me clear this guy. I need to... Yeah, see this bug where you're at 0 HP?
I'm still waiting.
And I can't do anything to him. Or he... Actually, I can't regain my health somehow. And sweet, we found a hell... Oh my god! Okay. And I'm going to tell you guys how to fix this bug. When you walk over a Molten, there's a bug that leaves you at 0 HP. So how do you fix that? First you kill this guy. I want to get one-shotted at 0 HP. Okay, so you take off something that adds health to you. So you take off this ring, and voila, you're back at full health. You put the ring back on, and you're at full health. So that's how you do it. Anything that adds health to your gear, that's what you want to... sorry, I was distracted by this Hellion crossbow. Ugh, I really want one, a good one. So that's what you want to do. You want to remove a bad gear. So let's ID this Hellion crossbow. 1k damage, 200 dex, and increased attack speed. So that's alright. I mean, I don't know if this is even sellable, but it should sell for maybe, I don't know, 100k or something like that. So that's where we're at. And right now we're going to kill Siegebreaker. So let's kill this guy. First, I really hate this yellow thing, so I'm just going to repair really quickly. That eats up about 5 seconds of our video time, but that's okay. So 28k for a pretty full repair. That's fairly cheap. My main Demon Hunter is like 60 something k, so definitely fairly affordable in my opinion. So we had a 5-stack run, and we had to repair once, but okay, let's just skip this event. So off we go with Siegebreaker. So alright, so if you haven't noticed, Siegebreaker is Reflect, and he's pretty much fine if you keep him slowed, like see me slowing him. The only thing you want to watch out for is charge, and that's your cue for him to charge. when he stomps twice and goes in the air like that. So that's all you have to worry about. The only thing you have to really think about in your mind is how much damage is being reflected to you, and you also want to think about when he's going to charge at you. So you just pop a Shadow Power anytime you're about half health, and you keep, if you want to stall for time, you just use Entangling Shot once in a while to keep him slowed. And that's pretty much the strategy. You just rinse and repeat, you heal yourself a little, you can pop a pot occasionally like now. Frost Arrow will also slow him, so definitely not a big deal there. He's going to charge, so you kind of have to watch out for that. One thing that's kind of important when you're dealing with his charge is that he drops health orbs, pretty sweet. Is that you want to stay at a distance from him because you want to have enough time to dodge his charge, right? His charge is based on where your previous position was, like a second ago or so. So for that reason, you kind of want to watch out how he's going about this. So I don't necessarily have any crazy magic find gear, and we already found a Hellion crossbow, so that's just to show you guys that you can also find you can also find fairly decent loot without any magic find gear. The main requirement is you need your stacks. So when you're actually close to him, he will not charge, but he'll try to do this 3 shots to kind of hit you and kill you. But it's definitely dodgeable. There shouldn't be much of a problem in dealing with this. So again, the key to killing this guy is pretty much you use Shadow Power when you want to do damage to him, and also you kind of want to keep him slowed. And he does this twice, and he screams, and then that's when he's going to charge at you. So that's your cue for that. I think I said that before, but let me just play really safely because he's almost dead here. So we're really kiting this guy. Cluster bombs would have made things quite a bit simpler, but that's okay because we're on 5 stacks and I did not want to change my build for this guy. And he's almost dead, so oh, there you go, he is dead. So we got an Archon crown, Archon gauntlets, Phalanx level 55. I'm not gonna pick that up. And we got some other random gear here that's not really worth picking up, so I'm not going to pick them up. And you know what? If you want to make up your repair costs, just sell this, 100k, bam. You pretty much made all your repair money. Plus we got a Hellion crossbow here, which is fairly sellable. So it's a decent run, and I'll just ID this for you guys. Alright, this is not that good. I don't think this is even sellable. I don't know, maybe. Let's see the Archon crown. This thing sucks. Let's just see these for fun, and I'm going to end the video off here. So that sucks. This is level 55, so it's destined to suck. This is bad. Terrible. Yep, I didn't even need to ID. Anyway, so these gears are bad, but we killed Siegebreaker, so our next video is going to be on Ariat Creator 1 up until Asmodan. So hopefully you guys kind of look forward to that video, and hopefully you enjoyed this video with our Siegebreaker clear. And see you guys next time. If you liked the video, feel free to like it. If you want to see more, feel free to subscribe. So see ya.